baby! Hey, this is Danny from Made of Metal, aka Britain's strongest drummer and dearly beloved. We are gathered here today to talk about this thing called the inaugural Kaos Classic under 90 kg Invitational. So where to even begin with this? We have got under 80 kg athletes bulking up, we've got under 105 athletes leaning down, we've got world record holders, we've got world champions coming from all over the world vying for a prize pot of over £6,000. Let's begin by saying that you can be there, you can be part of it. You can buy spectator tickets through kaosstrength.co.uk. That's chaos with a K without an H. And if you can't be there in person, you can watch the live stream, which is going to be provided by ADL Pro. You can watch the magic from the comfort of your own living room. And as if all that wasn't enough, we also have Sarah Schiff and Victoria Long going for the heaviest female deadlift ever. So this monumental competition is going to be taking place on Sunday the 23rd of July at the Ansdale Arena in Lytham, St Anne's. There are 28 of the most powerful men on the planet, and I mean that across all weight classes. Let's take a look at the events that they are going to be put through in this gargantuan competition. So we start off with a max log press, exactly as it sounds. Heaviest weight pressed overhead takes that win. Then we have the axle deadlift 4 reps, 290 kilograms with a 60-second time cap. Then we have a max distance Husserfeld sandbag carry. The bag is going to weigh 150 kilograms with a 90-second time cap. Then we have a farmer's carry, which is 135 kilograms per hand, carried 30 meters over 10-meter intervals. We have a yoke into sandbag medley. You pick up a 340 kilogram yoke, run it 10 meters back to the start line, pick up a 120 kilogram sandbag, carry that 10 meters, pop it over the yoke, pick the yoke back up, back to the start line and run and grab that sandbag for one more length. Finally, we finish off with the duck walk into power stairs, 3 implements up 3 steps. If you'd like to know my thoughts on each event and the kind of tactics and strategies that I think will serve the athletes well in this competition, head over to my preview of Britain's Strongest Man under 80 kilograms, but I'll sum it up for you here. This is a nasty competition. Shall we talk about some of the athletes that are going to be competing at this first ever Kaos Classic Invitational? I won't be able to talk about every single person because if I list off everyone's achievements, I will be here until Christmas next year. There is that much talent in this lineup, but I'll do what I can. So let's start with the fact that we have the majority of the top 10 under 90 kilogram athletes from the official Strongman Games, including the men that made the podium in Tyler Davis, Nick Myers and Gavin McNamee. The Giant Slayer CJ Kraus is just as comfortable in the under 90 category as he is in the under 80 category, where he made the top 10 at the official Strongman Games last year. He is not coming to play. He won the under 90 kilogram class at the Clash in the UK competition back in December 2022, and he did it looking so stylish and so fresh. Ben Donnan has proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that he is one of the best lightweight strongman athletes of the past 12 to 18 months. He is the current reigning world's strongest man under 80 kilograms. However, he has had some trouble making weight at a couple of competitions, and added on to that, he is actually competing at another competition, an under 105 competition in Czechia, a week before the Kaos Classic. How is that going to play into his performance on the day? Now, among Ben Donnan's many achievements and world records, he is the current under 90 kilogram deadlift world record holder. Now, there has been a bit of a race on this year to see which under 90 kilogram athlete will be the first to deadlift 400 kilograms. Now, the only one to actually break 400 kilograms off the floor, get it to his knees, is Dan Benson. Now, Dan Benson is on a mission after narrowly missing out on a podium spot at the official Strongman Games 2022. He went into the final event tied. It was a three-way tie for first place, but lost out on the stones. You know he is not going to want to repeat that mistake, and in this competition, there's no stones. Now, I'm ready to take some flack for this, and please don't hit me, because I have been so absorbed in the under 80 kilogram strongman scene, particularly domestically. I don't really follow powerlifting, that John Hack wasn't really on my radar in terms of competition performance. I'm sorry. I know he's a record-breaking powerlifter and his dominance in that sport is abundantly clear, so he's obviously very strong, but it was the reaction of the other athletes in the lineup when John Hack was announced as competing in the Kaos Classic that really made me take notice. So while I don't have much knowledge of John Hack as a strongman, I'm really looking forward to seeing what he's able to do on the day. Mark Cummins, the Honey Badger, is a personal favourite of mine and influence on me as a strongman. I know he's not going to the Kaos Classic just to make up the numbers. He had a disappointing result at England's Strongest Man under 90 kilograms a little while back, but he did walk away from that competition with an event win in the sandbag to shoulder medley and was one of only 2 athletes to finish that event. He also had an amazing showing at the Clash in the UK back in December, doing really well on the yoke into sandbag medley, so fingers crossed for a repeat performance on that particular event for the Honey Badger. Speaking of England's Strongest Man under 90 kilograms, Harry Rogers put in a tremendous showing at that event. He took the win in the deadlift and won a place at this competition via the online qualifier. I have kind of known Harry for a couple of years now. He was at one of the first competitions that I did. It was some novice competition local to me, and he told me that day that one day he wants to compete at World's Strongest Man. And I've said it before, I kind of shrugged my shoulders and was kind of like, yeah, good for you. And look at him now. I can't wait to see him perform on the day. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people. So those are just some of the athletes in the lineup for the inaugural Kaos Classic under 90 kilogram Invitational. Where do we go from here? I have, for some reason, decided to put upon myself the pressure of a prediction. And in this lineup, I may as well just pick names out of a hat. How do you make predictions from a lineup this strong? But I have to. One athlete that I didn't talk about earlier is Nick Myers. He has podium pedigree. He has been on the OSG under 90 kilogram podium in 2021 and 2022, so it's impossible to not see him as one of the favourites. He loves a stone run, however, there is no stone run in this competition. I've mentioned him before, but Dan Benson was so close to taking the win at OSG last year that walking away from that with that result must have lit a fire under him. And from what I know of Dan, he will be so laser focused on any aspect of his game that he perceives as a weakness. So he comes into this competition the most well-rounded athlete he can be. And Gavin McNamee, he is a former deadlift world record holder. He placed 3rd at OSG in 2022. He placed 6th in Ireland's Strongest Man open weights. So I can see him doing really well at this competition as well. So those are going to be my 3. Will I have to put them in an order? I suppose I'll have to put them in an order. Oh, I'm going to pick Dan Benson to win. I'm going to pick Nick Myers to take 2nd. And I'm going to pick Gav to take 3rd. But as I say, I may as well pick names out of the hat. If I get one of these right, I'll be over the moon. I'll be doing backflips. And you'll be able to hear me doing that on commentary on the ADL Pro live stream, which you can purchase now. You can watch the competition from the comfort of your own home, or you can spectate by going to kaosstrength.co.uk. That's chaos with a K and no H. Do it. This is going to be historic. It's the strongest men on the planet. So with my predictions made, I mean absolutely no disrespect to the other 25 men in the lineup. It's going to be a really interesting competition. There are so many points to be gained and lost. It's going to be a real cerebral competition, I think. You're going to have to be really smart. You're going to have to know when to turn it on, when to hold back, just to stay consistent throughout those 6 events. So who have you got? Who am I a complete idiot for overlooking? I know there's at least a dozen men who could make that podium. Perhaps somehow there'll be like a 12-way tie, and what will happen? Oh, I don't know. Oh, predictions are hard. Predictions are so... You try making predictions. I mean, in the comments below, make predictions. So that is my preview of the Kaos Classic under 90 kg Invitational. Thank you for watching. Please thumbs up, subscribe, share the video, call me an idiot in the comments. I'll be back very soon with some reviews of these competitions. I cannot wait. I am so privileged to be part of this commentary team, to be part of this weekend. It's going to be monumentous. It's going to be historic. I can't wait. I've been Danny from Made of Metal, aka Britain's Strongest Drummer, and I will see you soon.